powerful lesson by Brother Pagaya Olive. And as always, I want to give all praises to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Alright? And you heathen, you East Indians, you Asians, you so-called white people, the Most High God hates you, alright? I want y'all to know that right now. The Most High God that created the heavens and the earth, He hates your guts. That's what, right? You can't do nothing about it. He doesn't want you to serve Him. All the Most High God wants is black, Spanx, and Native Indians to serve Him. Alright? So give me Psalms 83:1. Because the Most High God has enemies. Alright? But the Christian church, the so-called white man, loves to deceive blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians into thinking that the Most High God loves everybody. But in fact, the Most High God has enemies, alright? And people that He hates. And these other nations hate our God too. Can we read that from the top?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God.
David told the Most High, he prayed to the Most High God, Yahweh, to not keep His silence. Right now the Most High, it seems like the Most High God is silent. Alright, read.
Hold not thy peace.
Don't hold your peace anymore, O God of Israel. Read.
And be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies.
So the Most High God has enemies, alright? Read.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
The enemies of the Most High God are being prideful. They're being prideful. Which are you other nations, you heathen, you East Indians, you Asians, you white people. All you nations are prideful out here. And you hate the Most High God and you're lifting up your heads against His people too, which are you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
That's what they're doing. They're taking a crafty counsel against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And our people don't even know it. Y'all think just because you have a few East Indian friends, and you have a few white friends of other nations, right? You think these nations are for you. You think they care about you. All these nations have a natural prejudice against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians haven't done nothing to no other nation. But every single nation, especially you goddamn white people, got something against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
But
Read.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
That's what they're doing. In the United Nations, behind closed doors, the elites of this earth, they're all consulting with each other against the Most High God's hidden people, which are you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Why? Because you don't know who you are. Read.
Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
And that's exactly what has happened till this day. We got Native Indians and Hispanics thinking that they're different people. You Negroes think you're different people than blacks and from the Native Indians and Hispanics. That's what these nations have done. Mainly the so-called white man. Read.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
And now you don't remember that you're an Israelite. None of these nations even call you Israelites anymore. They call you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Read.
That the name of Israel be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Alright, so David's gonna name the nations that hate the Most High God, and the Most High God counts as His enemies. Read.
Verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom, which is a so-called white man. Read.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites are you Arabs. Read.
Of Moab.
The Chinese.
And the Hagarenes.
Alright, so what our people don't know and what's been taught is that God loves everybody and He has no enemies. When in fact, all His enemies are listed in the Bible, which are you heathen, you other nations. So give me Wisdom of Solomon 2 and start at 1. Alright. Because the Most High God's gonna punish you, you goddamn heathen, man, for what you did to his people and what you're doing to this whole earth. 2-1.
This is the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves.
The ungodly are you East Indians, you Asians, you Arabs, you white people. This is what you say within yourselves, man.
But not aright. Our life is short and tedious.
And that's right. Your life is short and tedious. You live for a couple years, and you doing hard work. You're doing labor. Read.
And in the death of a man there is no remedy, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Because these heathen, they're carnal minded. They don't actually know. They don't know that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, has risen from the dead to redeem you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right? Read.
For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been.
Right?
For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart.
Fine.
Which being extinguished, our body shall be returned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
Right? Your life is fast and meaningless, right? You're not gonna remember anything after you're dead. This whole thing was pointless. And that main doctrine comes from the so-called white man, pushing this evolution stuff. This atheist shit, man. Coming out, how's he gonna push that the Most High God exists, saying in God we trust, but at the same time he's pushing a doctrine that contradicts everything that he's preaching. And you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians actually believe this goddamn devil. Read.
And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth.
That's right. Because these heathen, the Most High God has told Ezra. He told Ezra to tell us that these heathen are nothing. So they have the mentality that they're nothing. Because they are nothing, man. Mainly you goddamn white people. Because the Most High is going to exterminate you off the face of the earth. So you will be nothing very soon.
That's right.
And in turn for that, you decide to live in wickedness. You want to promote wickedness and fulfilling the lust of your flesh. All idolatry, damn homosexuality, aborting babies, oppressing the poor and needy, man. That's what you do. Read.
Let us fill ourselves with costly wine,
Right?
and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us.
Come on. So give me Genesis 25 and 25. All right? Because we're gonna get into the chief perpetrator, which is Edom, the chief enemy of the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. All right? The white man, who's the cause of all this. The main wicked, the top chief wicked on the face of the earth.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 25. And the first came out red all over.
So the firstborn of Rebecca and Isaac came out red all over. Alright? That red that the Most High is comparing him to is literally the color red. Right? And this is how you know for sure. Read.
Red all over like a hairy garment.
Like a hairy garment, in contrast to something. Alright? That's what he's comparing. He's letting you know that this baby, the firstborn, is coming out red, and then he compares it to something, right? So let you know that it's in contrast to something, all right? Red like that hairy garment. Hold that and give me Exodus 35, and I believe 5.
This is Exodus 35 and 7.
Right?
And ram skins dyed red.
Ram skin dyed red. All right. So this is that dyed red that the Most High is making the comparison to. The ram skin had to literally be dyed red with what?
Dyed red and badger skin and shittim wood.
All right, come on. So go back to 25.
Genesis chapter 25 verse 25. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Right?
And they called his name Esau.
That's right. They call his name Esau. This is the first born baby in the earth that has no pigment on their skin, because that pigment's been wasted away. To let you black Hispanic native Indians know that this is the wicked on the earth. When you look at the so-called white man, you should know that he's the devil and the wicked on the earth.
God.
That's a physical manifestation of wickedness. All right, black man, Hispanic man. And it's been evidently proven to you. Right, so jump to verse 27 when the boys grew.
This is Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew.
And the boys grew. Esau and Jacob grew, alright? Read.
And Esau was a cunning hunter.
Esau's a cunning hunter, man. Why is everything that when you read this book and know that the white man is the Edomite of the Bible, everything that the white man does has to do with murder, bloodshed, and wickedness.
Son.
That's anything the Most High God relates to the so-called white man. Murder, sin, and wickedness, man.
Son.
But you black Hispanics and Native Indians want to follow after him. Read.
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
Right, a murderer, murdering animals, people. Read.
A man of the field.
A man of the field. He's a beast. He doesn't dwell in his homes, man. He all he wants to do is go around all over the place. Like the beast that he is. Read.
And Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents.
Come on. So give me Job 30. All right. This is the so-called white man. His history is written in the book for you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to learn about and read and understand. But these Christian church tells you, the Old Testament's done away with. All you need to do is read God loves everybody in the New Testament and Paul's writings, Paul's epistles. That's all this Christian church tells you to care about.
God.
How are you gonna know anything about the New Testament when you don't read the Old Testament? Read 30 years. Fresh up 5.
This is the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 3. For want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness.
Right? So another key. This is another key indicator that this is talking about the Edomites. All right? Read.
In former time, desolate.
In former times, right? They were desolate. Right? These so-called white people have no culture. They got no God. That's why they copy and steal everything from everyone else.
God.
Right? How does the slave have more culture, class, and everything that the oppressor lacks? A black, Hispanic, and Native Indian just naturally knows that homosexuality is wrong.
God.
But the slave master doesn't know that. In fact, the slave master was raping little boys and little girls, being a pedophile and a homosexual willingly to the slaves, man. But you black, Hispanics, and Native Indians naturally know better. Read.
In former time, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat.
These guys were these damn white people were in the mountains eating them twigs and little fruits that you see off them trees. Read?
They were driven forth from among men.
They were driven forth from among men. Not to dwell among the other nations. Read?
They cried after them as after a thief,
That's right.
to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys.
To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, the mountains. That's why because that's the history of the so-called white man.
God,
He's a Neanderthal, and what everyone knows that the Neanderthals lived in the caves. That's the so-called white man. This is his history written in the book for you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right? He's the natural brute beast.
God,
Read?
in the caves of the earth,
In the caves of the earth is where the white man used to dwell. This is written in the Bible, man. Read?
and in the rocks,
Right.
among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools.
What is the so-called white man?
Children of fools.
You're children of fools. All right? Aborting babies is foolish. All right? Selling your birthright for meat is foolishness, man. Putting out laws of homosexuality and saying in God we trust is foolishness, man. How the hell you gonna say in God we trust, but you're gonna promote homosexuality and pedophilia and transgenderism? Read?
Yea, children of base men.
That's what the so-called white man is. They're base people, man. That's why the society that we live in is a base society. Got people smoking cigarettes, legalizing weed. All types of wickedness is being legalized because they're people. They don't have the consciousness to keep this place in order. All they know is wickedness and sinful acts.
Son,
That's why this country's falling apart right before your eyes.
that's right.
Is that it on it?
They were viler than the earth.
The Most High God calls the white man viler than the earth.
Huh?
And the earth has some pretty vile places. Disgusting places. But Most High God still considers the so-called white man viler than the earth.
That's right.
Read?
And now am I their song, I am their byword.
And now you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are being called niggas by the so-called white man, who is nothing but a Neanderthal, a cave beast. He's your servant. He's supposed to be serving you. And that's what the Most High God says. Right now you're tap dancing for this goddamn white man. You blacks and Hispanics are making excuses for your slave masters out here. That's how destroyed you guys are. Right?
They abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face.
Exactly. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians will make excuses for the goddamn white man all day long. But he won't make excuses for you. These guys, them looking for every reason to persecute you on the news, on the media. They'll bring out all your criminal past and records. Oh, he was a criminal, man. He deserved to die. Right? He did all this in his past. Doesn't matter that he got killed innocently by the cop. That's all they do. But when it's a white man out here, these guys, he's got a mental disability. They're so quick to persecute you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, but they're never quick to persecute themselves. You guys make excuses for them too, man. So give me Malachi 1 in verse 4. I think it should start at 3. No, 1 and 2. Start at 1 and 2. Right, the Most High God says the white man was made desolate. All right, read.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Right.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Was not the so-called white man your brother? Right. Read.
Saith the Lord. Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
The Most High God loved you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and he hates the white man. Read.
And laid his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
That's right. That's the future. That was the past when they were living in the caves, and that's their future judgment.
God.
Canada and America is gonna be laid waste, and insects and scorpions and lizards are gonna be up in here after soon long after it's done burnt up to hell. All right. Read.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished.
That's what they said. That's what they said during the Renaissance period. Well, before the Renaissance period. Salakia. Read.
But we will return and build the desolate places.
That's right.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts.
And this is talking about this is what they're saying during the Renaissance period. Read.
They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
The Most High God calls a white man the border of wickedness, the epitome of wickedness. Read.
And the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
The Most High God can never stop hating the so-called white man.
That's right.
He'll forever, and the Most High lives forever. He's immortal. He will forever hate the so-called white man.
That's right.
All right. So give me Daniel 7 and 23. Right? The white man is the epitome of wickedness.
God.
If you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can't see that he's promoting all sorts of wickedness on the earth, I don't know when you'll see it, man. He's promoting all these ungodly laws. He's killing innocent people. What more does he need to do? He says the Most High God doesn't exist. He's blaspheming his name. Lied and said the Messiah is a white devil. There's no way a white God could ever create the earth, man, or ever create anything good. All white people do is destroy.
God.
Read.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 23. Thus he said, and the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth.
The fourth kingdom, right? So this Daniel's been given the vision, all right, the understanding of the vision of the king of Babylon, right? Understanding the times and the last kingdom that would be ruling the earth. Read.
Which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth.
Devour the whole earth, right? The so-called white man is in rulership right now, devouring the whole earth.
Huh.
That's why the water's polluted, the air is polluted, the soil is polluted, the food is polluted. Everything is being polluted by this fourth beast. Right? Read.
And shall tread it down and break it in pieces.
And breaking it in pieces. These guys got technology that can literally make earthquakes happen whenever they want. Read.
And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first.
Jump to verse 25.
Salah, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
That's what the so-called white man does. Speaks great words against the Most High God. Right? There's no other nation on the face of the earth that speaks against the Most High God or any higher power the way the white man does.
Huh.
The East Indians have a God. The Asians have a God. The Ishmaelites have a God. The Arabs have a God. Every nation, every heathen nation has a God. The white man doesn't have a God. In fact, he's the one who says God doesn't exist, promoting this evolution shit. Right? That atheism shit. That's what the so-called white man does. He's the one that blasphemes the name of the Most High God the most. Read.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
And the saints are you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
God.
All right. He's done wore us down, and he's wearing us down till this day. Is that it on it?
And think to change times and laws,
think to change times and laws. Right? The white man has come in and said it's okay to be homosexual. Any law that the white man puts out, people will follow it. Right? At one time they looked down upon homosexuality. Right? Now it's such a grand thing in the earth for everyone to do. Right now, at one time people looked down on aborting babies. The white man says it's okay, everybody wants to abort babies. Everything that used to be wicked is now looked at as okay. Give me Isaiah 5:20. And that's because a white man is in rulership. Understand that. I don't care if you guys want to make excuses for him. I ain't gonna make excuses for him up here. We crying to the Most High God, Yahweh, that He brings judgment to these damn devils, man.
God.
He judged us, and He's still judging us. What makes you think He's not gonna judge you? Alright? And you Black Hispanics and Native Indians don't read this Bible. Because I don't care what your pastor says. This is what the Most High God says. Read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good.
This Most High God says woe. That means destruction. So the Most High God says destruction to them that call evil good. The white man says being homosexual is good. The white man says eating unclean foods is good. Pedophilia is good. Right? That's what the white man says. The Most High God says destruction to that because the Most High is against that. Read.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Right? Woe unto them, meaning our people, man. So someone is calling evil good and someone is calling good evil. This white man says keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God is evil. He even made a doctrine. He got this doctrine out here promoting this doctrine that saying you don't have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Like it's a problem to keep the Most High God's laws out here. Since when is it a problem to keep the Most High God's laws? But the white man has turned that into blasphemy out here. Right? Give me Daniel 9. I'm on Job 9:24. Right? So we know that the fourth beast is the kingdom of the so-called white man, the Roman Empire what's the word? The Roman Empire in the rebirth, right? Revised Roman Empire throughout. Right? And he's destroying the earth with everything that he's doing, man.
God.
The white man has a type of farming called monoculture farming, where he takes a massive area of land to produce one crop. You know how many animals and species he's done murdered and genocided just to promote some corn, just to grow corn out here? He's destroying the earth with that. That's wickedness. Right? Get that?
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given in the hand of the wicked.
So the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. That's why the white man is able to go around here promoting wicked and killing innocent people.
God.
And destroying the earth the way that he does. Alright? Give me Daniel 4:17. The quicker you Black Hispanics and Native Indians realize that the white man is the wicked on the earth, I don't understand how much more he needs to do. He's destroying the earth. He's promoting wickedness. He's saying the Most High God doesn't exist. What more does he need to do to show you that he's the wicked on the earth? He hates your guts. He's the most racist nation. He's literally the most racist nation on the face of the earth, and you guys still can't get it.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers.
Right? They say don't read the Old Testament. But this matter that we're living in, the state that we're living in, has been decreed by the heavens, by the Most High God and the holy angels. Right? Read.
And the demand by the word of the Holy One.
That's right. Because it's been written in the Bible, man. But y'all don't read. Pastor tells you don't go into the Old Testament, celebrate Christmas, and don't keep any of the holy days that the Most High God has told the children of Israel to keep. For some reason, it's just evil to do that. But do everything that's not written in the Bible. Then you're getting somewhere. You're making progress on salvation. A lot of you guys think you're saved already. Read.
To the intent that the living may know.
That the living may know, that all you people may know, and we're trying to give you that. We're trying to give you this water, this cistern, man, this well of living water out here. You blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, that you may understand and know. Read.
That the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
See, there's nothing that's out of reach of the Most High God. The Most High God sets up kings. He breaks down nations. The Most High God does everything out here. Read.
And giveth it to whomsoever he will.
Right.
And setteth up over it the basis of men.
So the Most High God set up the nastiest, the most disgusting people on the face of the earth, which is the so-called white man.
God.
Right, that's why it's in the state that it's in. Because anyhow, any other nation was ruling right now, the earth would not be in the situation that it's in. And that's just facts. Right, it only took him a few hundred years to pollute this whole place, to almost make it uninhabitable for the next future generations. Y'all are talking about America's gonna last forever. These guys got nuclear weapons that can literally make lands uninhabitable for decades. What you talking about? This place is gonna go on forever. Right, give me Ezekiel 35. Or give me Isaiah 47. Start at 2. No, 1.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1.
Right?
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
So the kingdom of Babylon has a daughter, all right? And if you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians don't know, this is Canada and America.
Huh?
That's the daughter of Babylon. Read.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
And that's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing right now. There's a forest fire. There's a wild, big fire breaking forth in California right now, in the States right now. And the Most High isn't calling this place delicate and sweet no more. He isn't letting them get away with all the wickedness that they're doing. He's out here bringing plagues on this place and showing all the wickedness that the white man has been doing in closed doors.
That's right.
He's finally killing them off with opioids, having them hooked on drugs.
Huh?
And all various things that are helping and bring the downfall of this country.
That's right.
And how should I say in Matthews that a kingdom divided shall not stand?
That's right.
You got this place split up. You got Democrats, you got Republicans, you got some people that are for Trump, you got people that are against Trump. Everything in America is a division right now. The country cannot stand. So it's falling apart. Read.
Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
That's right. Uncover your legs, man. Show all these guys. These white people ain't even trying to hide their racism anymore. Most High God set up Trump so you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can learn the true nature of the white man. He's nothing but a racist devil and hates your guts.
That's right.
Everybody knows Donald Trump is racist. Everybody knows it. Read.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
The Most High God is going to take vengeance on all you white people. And he's not going to meet you as a man. He's sending his son with all power in the hosts of heaven to destroy you guys. Read.
I will not meet thee as a man. As for a redeemer,
our redeemer, right? Read.
Yahweh of hosts is his name.
That's right. But you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, 1/3 of you and the elect of us will be redeemed out here to not be destroyed with our enemies. Read.
Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
The Holy One of Israel. Not the Holy One of Negroes and African Americans or blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He's the Holy One of Israel. So y'all want to go around calling yourselves African American and black and Latinos and Native Indians. The Most High God ain't dealing with you. He ain't coming for you. He's coming for Israelites and Israel only. Read.